Hey guys, hey YouTube, how you doing? Welcome to my clubhouse. That's what we're gonna call this. So, I gotta go get my hair done here soon, but I got one more video in me before I go and get that done. Anyway, so I'm sitting here reading this book and everything, and I got hit with the realization, right? Okay, so I'm currently reading, right? I literally learned 2 new vocabulary words. I didn't know what the word amenable means, and I didn't know what the word abeyance meant. So I was like, hey Siri, and no, Siri not. So I was like, hey, what does this word mean? Because, people seem to think, oh, you're just so smart. Literally, a lot of you walk around with something called a smartwatch, and you have access to Siri, Google, Alexa, Echo. So I don't understand why you remain ignorant. At this point, it's a damn choice. You choose to be dumb, okay? Yes, I said it, and I did not stutter like on purpose, like, you know what I'm saying? You're dumb, okay? I try to give a lot of people benefit of the doubt by saying, you're ignorant. But once someone has brought knowledge to you or has corrected you, you are now responsible and accountable moving forward. So there is no such thing as, I didn't know. No, you knew. Someone informed you. You just chose to be stuck on stupid. Anyways, so I just learned, what does amenable mean? Amenable meant, I wrote it down on here somewhere. Oh, amenable means easily controlled or persuaded, open and responsive to suggestion, right? And abeyance means temporary disuse or suspension. So you're probably wondering, why am I talking about consider me a teacher when you come in here to my channel, because, I just don't tolerate foolery. I cannot stand, the dumb stuff. I can't stand the fuckery. Like, I have a very low tolerance of it. It is what it is. But, like I said, I was reading this book, and, I was reading about how we have 2 minds, our subconscious mind and our conscious mind. And it's crazy because so many of you are puppets and you don't even realize that you're a puppet. And what I mean by that is, okay, so we have 2 minds, the subconscious and the unconscious. Subconscious and the conscious mind, sorry. And so basically, your conscious mind deals with external things, right? So you use like your 5 senses: touch, taste, smell, feeling, and hearing. So you use these 5 senses to navigate through the world. Essentially, your conscious mind is the mind that you use when you reason, when you think things through, when you make decisions, stuff like that. That's the conscious mind. Your conscious mind is your mind that, I don't know if you ever struggled trying to sleep at night, and your mind is like, hey, we gotta do this, we gotta do that, we gotta do this, we gotta do that. And you're just like, I wish you would just shut up, because right now the body is shutting down because the body needs rest, but your mind is steadily just going. That is your conscious mind. When you're asleep, your subconscious mind takes over. That's the mind that you dream. And it makes sense because, like, your subconscious mind deals with your intuition. It's like the seat of your emotions. And it makes sense because, let's say you go to sleep angry. Have you ever noticed, I know with me, I don't always remember what the hell happened in my dream, but I remember the feelings. I remember if I was mad, sad, happy, I remember the feeling, So that's why I was just like, damn, the subconscious mind does deal with emotions because, when This is why, like, a lot of people wonder why they have certain dreams. Like before I resolved a lot of childhood trauma within myself, I used to have nightmares, right? I used to have them all the time, but they got to be so normal that, you know, I just kind of was like, whatever. I just have to deal with it but the power was all within me altogether. So once I fixed a lot of shit, once I, forgave my mom for doing what she was doing, which brought me, this is why I wanted to make the video when I came to this conclusion, but we'll get to that shortly, because right now we're talking about the subconscious and the unconscious mind, right? So your subconscious mind deals with the dreams and everything like that. And it makes sense because, essentially it's like a right brain and a left brain thing. When you really think about it, right? You essentially, me saying that we have two minds makes sense. Our brain is split into two hemispheres, a left and a right. So they say if you're right-handed, you're left brain. If you're left-handed, you're right brain. So the right side of your brain is more abstract, dealing with like art, dreams, music, drawing, things of that nature, where more left brain people tend to deal with more logical, actual, on hands-on, like in your face type of deals. And it makes sense, So anyways, yeah, so that's why when I got to the words amenable and abeyance, I didn't know what the hell those words meant, because I've never heard them before. So what did? I used my watch and I was like, hey, what does this word mean? Matter of fact, let's ask Siri. Hopefully you can hear Siri. Hey Siri, what does amenable mean?
Amenable means of a person, open and responsive to suggestion, easily persuaded or controlled.
Hey Siri, what does abeyance mean?
Abeyance means a state of temporary disuse or suspension.
Now, you've seen what I did, right? It's nothing but a hey. And I'm asking my imaginary friend, my good old trusty AI. He's dumb sometimes because he be annoying me. I'll tell him that, hey, go play this song on my Apple Music, and he don't do it. He'll play any other song, but he won't play the exact song I told him just to play. He'll be like, I cannot do that. What you mean you can't do that? I swear if I could make a cyber AI version of myself, I'd go whoop his cyber made up ass. Just saying, like, he just be doing dumb stuff. So it's impossible for me because, at one point people were talking about, oh, AI is going to take over. I don't foresee AI taking over because AI cannot equal, a human's capacity of learning. Like I said, being stupid is a choice, getting knowledge is a choice. It's all about choices. It's all about your mindset. What type of mindset do you have? Do you have the kind of mindset where you want to gossip about people? Do you have the kind of mindset where you talk about places? Or do you have the mindset where you discuss ideas? And that's where my mindset is. I like to discuss ideas. I don't see too many YouTubers really talking about the subconscious mind or the unconscious mind. But then again, I don't recall ever Googling it or YouTubing it or whatever. So I really can't say, but I'm pretty sure YouTube is like CNN for me. It's like the news for me. I go on there, it got you how to do this, how to do that. I recently just had to use it because my doggone key fob to my car broke. My cousin's stupid ass, his ornery ass broke my other one. So what did I do? I talked to, a couple of different people. They told me a cheap way to go and order new key fobs versus paying the dealership $100. And then this one guy, he was trying to charge $120 to $160 for 5 to 10 minutes of work. No, dude. So I ordered my 2 key fobs. I kind of got to be inconvenienced for a week and a half, but I'd rather pay under $20 for 2 new key fobs and spend 5-10 minutes programming both of them to my car myself. saved myself a lot of money. I like to, learn. I like to learn stuff, and I also like to save myself money if I can. A lot of people are out here lazy. They don't want to research. They just want somebody to do it for them, when all you gotta do is really just create the time to get stuff done. I know that I would be tired a lot of the times, but when you're on your way to success, you're gonna be tired. You're gonna have a lot of sleepless nights probably. In my case, because I'm a truck driver and everything at the moment, I do gotta get my sleep. A minimum of like 6 hours. So like midnight is my damn cutoff, and then I turn around and wake up at 3, 4, 5 in the morning. I've been up since 4 this morning, making videos, reading, working on my book. You know what I'm saying? It's my off day, so I have legit my whole dang on day. But I got a guitar lesson later, and then, I got to go get my hair done. I do have other things I have to do on my one and only off day right now. But, anyways, so back to the whole two minds, right? So it's crazy because there's a part in here. Oh, that's what it was. There's a part in here where it's talking about your subconscious mind and how, abeyance, meaning temporarily in disuse or suspension. So in other words, like when you're asleep, your subconscious mind is now highly functional. It's more suppressed when you're awake. It's on and it's recording daily, around the clock. It never turns off. That's the reason why I was saying like a lot of people are puppets, because when you watch the news, like I'm gonna give you an example, right? So say we have somebody named Bob. I walk up to Bob and I say, Bob, you're looking real sick today. That is implanting a subconscious suggestion that, hey, you're sick. So next thing you know, Bob goes home. He starts to have a little tummy ache, and next thing you know, he somehow has a stomach virus. Now, mind you, had I not said that to him, he probably would have never ever thought that he might have been possibly sick, and probably would have never had a stomach virus. This is just an example of how suggestion works. When you watch TV and you watch these shows and these movies that are created, they're creating suggestions within your mind. What do you think subliminal messaging is? Subliminal messages are like working on the level to penetrate your conscious mind, because your conscious mind is the one that's entertained and that's watching what's going on. But your subconscious mind is taking in everything. When I say everything, I mean everything, every detail. So details that your conscious mind don't catch, your subconscious mind is catching. And then next thing you know, you're programmed, So, that's just what I mean by there's a lot of people who are puppets, and you're allowing others to control you. So, for example, a lot of people who might come across my channel, they might be a little Jehovah's Witness, a Jesus freak, Bible thumper, whatever. I've already made my damn statements clear. I don't care what you believe in. I respect it. So respect that I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. Okay? All right. So, what I'm saying? That's just a difference of, opinions, however you want to say it. I mean, it's not my job to talk people out of believing in what they want to believe in. That's not my job. That's not my place. My place is just me talking about me, my experiences, and my circle of people who actually share the same shit, And like I said, the whole spiritual thing is working for me. What the hell are y'all doing? Look at you over here playing Simba and Scar. Puff over here hanging, and Negan got her pop. I don't know, them two. They always playing around. You see them running around chasing each other right now. Anyways, those are my kiddos, my fur babies. But yeah, so in here, it says that the subconscious mind sees without the use of eyes. And that makes sense too. What else does it say? It has the capacity for clairvoyance and clairaudience, right? Now, it's crazy that I'm reading this in this book because, like, I don't know about you, but when 2020 hit, my ears have been ringing ever since. And I already went to the doctor because my ass, I got to Googling ear ringing. What does it mean? You're probably going deaf. You got tinnitus. Oh my God, I can't afford to be deaf. You know, I would think that if I was on my way to going to be deaf, my hearing would decrease. Like, I would actively be able to hear that my hearing is getting worse and worse and worse. You know what I'm saying? That's not the case. But anyways, so the physical doctor checked out my physical ears and was like, everything's good. There's nothing wrong. We don't see anything wrong. So they gave me some eardrops or whatever to kind of help the ringing subside and stuff like that. Now, with the subconscious mind, being that it's the seat of your emotions, it deals with intuition and stuff like that. It makes sense that my spiritual ears are, you know, ringing because they're like picking up on something, you know, going on around me. Now it's like my conscious mind's job to figure out, well, what is it around me that is causing me, sit down. You been chasing, yeah, sit down. You got the nerve to be all mad and you chasing her. Sit down. They always want to start something. Ugh. So they wanted to, what was I talking about? God damn it. I lost my train of thought. Oh, my ears ringing. And it deals with intuition. I was talking about spiritual, you know, ears or whatever. Yeah. So dealing with like higher frequencies, it's not like I know what the hell I'm hearing, but it's up to my conscious mind to figure out what's going on in my physical world around me. That's basically got my ears ringing like, hey, pay attention to this, you know, because sometimes I could be talking about a specific subject with somebody and then my ears will start ringing. So I'm like, so I try to pay attention to what I'm talking about, what I'm doing at that particular time that my ears are ringing. And, you know, sometimes I'm able to put things together, you know, but this is the crazy part, right? So somehow it jumped from that and I had the thought in my mind. And I don't even know why it popped in my head or whatever, but it popped into my head. And I was like, holy shit, my mom gave me herpes, right? I know that sounds crazy. I'm not talking about genital herpes. I'm talking about the fact that she unknowingly, it was against my consent, my will, my sovereignty, even as a child, to get a fucking chickenpox vaccine. Anybody who has ever gotten that vaccine, you have herpes that is dormant in your nervous system. You know, I've never had chickenpox, and I hope to never have them. Because I know that also can lead to shingles, which supposedly is really painful too. And I was like, oh hell no. But it's crazy because I remember, like, right after reading that, this was the thoughts that I had. I said, holy shit, my mom gave me herpes, that bitch. Like, I understand that I was a kid. I get that, you know, she probably had to give me certain vaccines to go to the programming center every day and all of this. And it was just like, okay, I forgive her because she didn't know. But if I could go back in time, I'm pretty sure my body would be a lot better off without that shit. Because we have immune systems for a reason. But it's crazy because I was like, I'm about to get ready to start like a detox, which I'm excited about. It's going to be like 15 to 18 weeks, which is about 5 months. So I'm going to probably keep y'all posted via vlog on it. I talked a little bit about it if you watched previous videos and stuff like that. Oh, and please do me a favor and like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. But yeah, I just felt the need to, like, you know, bring up the subconscious mind versus the subconscious mind. And when you take your power back by programming your subconscious mind, because see, your subconscious mind is the part of you that gets things done. Like, I'm gonna tell you this, like in school, I sucked at math. So I'll be doing math homework. Consciously, I don't understand what the hell. It's damn near like I had dyslexia, you know, understanding all these numbers and triangles and formulas and shit. And so then, but when I would go to sleep, like, mind you, this is how the subconscious mind works. I would go to sleep in calculus class in high school, like, every day. I got to the point that, nigga, I don't understand what you're saying when I'm awake, so I'm gonna just go to sleep on your ass. So I would go to sleep, and in my dream, I'm sitting there wide awake, taking notes. I understand the information. I promise that I used to wish that in college and shit, that there was some kind of, like, brain probe that you could, like, put here on my brain, and it could project out so you could see how my mind functions, and you can see that I know what I'm doing and what I'm talking about. And the reason why I say that I'm intelligent as hell is because I had a damn calculus teacher. This is why I had to take calculus like 2-3 times. Because the fucking teachers are fucking morons. They're fucking morons because not all teachers, I'm just talking about my specific calculus teachers. And I say they're fucking morons because, seriously, your desk is right here. I'm sitting dead ass right here in front of you. I go through my test and I turn it in, and you give me an F because I problem solved halfway through, and then my brain was like, boop, light bulb. This is the answer. I can't tell you how my brain works, but why do I have to do things your way? Like, bitch, I'm not dumb. You know, this is what I mean by intelligence. Like, people get it twisted. Well, I have a PhD. I have a master's. I have this. Bitch, I don't give a fuck because you got a PhD and a master's in fuckery. Okay? All that bullshit you learned in the programming center, you just learned how to be a good puppet, a good little government bitch. That's what you learned to do. You don't know what it's like to actually analyze and actually think for yourself. Be an independent fucking thinker. You don't know what that means. You know? And I was like that. I'm better than this person because I have a college education. I had a college education in fuckery. You know, I was going through college thinking I was stupid because I failed chemistry multiple times. I failed calculus multiple times. You know, and this was money, money, money. I had to keep paying money to retake some classes that I failed. I got notes and notes. I still got notes. But am I ever going to use this shit? If I do, it won't be in the idea or the aspect that the fucking programming center taught me. I would be using it in my own abstract way for myself. You know what I'm saying? Like with Yaki Awaken, when we got to talking about the cellular level. You know, I hated cellular biology. That shit bored the fuck out of me. But listening to that black god, I was like, nigga, why couldn't you be my teacher? I would have got an A++ instead of an F. Well, no, I think I might have made a C+. Anyways, I just think that schools are fucking dumb. Because, I mean, and you know what? I'm not the only person to think that. Because Elon Musk said that he would never send his kids to school. You know, I think he had flunked out of college or something, I know he didn't like going to school. A lot of our billionaires and millionaires, Donald Trump is a prime example. That nigga dropped out, but he know how to make money though. So that's the crazy part, right? Everybody who goes to school or go to college, most of them motherfuckers with college degrees, yeah, you might have a good job, but you're still limited in your income. Where that motherfucker who dropped out, barely got his high school diploma, that motherfucker's a billionaire, millionaire. We should never judge people based on fucking grades. I mean, it's like sending people to school is like judging a fish on climbing a tree. A fish's lane is to be in the motherfucking water swimming. You know? Where a bear's job would be, oh, you know, I could be in the water, I could go eat that fish, but I'm gonna go climb this tree. And that bear climbs that tree. Why would we judge the bear on how good the bear can swim underwater and the fish can climb a tree? That's fucking dumb. If a fish is good at swimming and a bear is good at climbing, let them motherfuckers be great at what the fuck they're great at. You know? Like, and you wonder why a lot of people wonder why they're miserable. You know, like, I'm gonna give you a prime fucking example in my life. I used to want to play the guitar because even at a young age, I felt like, oh, I'm going to be a musical genius. Because I used to play the violin when I was in elementary. I want to get back into it as an adult. You know, my mom being, you know, a hater, she didn't want me playing the violin no more. And she didn't even want me taking guitar classes as a fucking free elective in high school. It's a fucking free elective. My senior year was a bullshit year. Like when I tell you I didn't study, I cheated, I did not give a fuck my senior year. But you know what's amazing about my not give a fuck attitude my senior year in high school? Because I had all my credits my junior year, so my senior year was a waste of fucking time. I made straight A's my senior year. I said, that's crazy. When I be like, yeah, fuck this test, I'd make an A. But as long as I tried and I tried to be a good little school bitch, you know, I failed every motherfucking test. And it got to the point that I was like, shit, I gotta be stupid. I gotta be dumb. Because my mom was like, well, you're stupid. You're dumb. My teacher, you're stupid. You're dumb. You're enforcing, or you're writing on my subconscious mind that I'm stupid and I'm dumb just because I don't understand chemistry or calculus or whatever the fuck class it is. That's not true. I'm very intelligent. I believe everyone is intelligent, but there are different levels to intelligence. I'll say that. Some people are smarter than others. Let's just admit that, you know? But seriously, just go be great at what you're great at. A lot of you were talked out of your passions as a child. You know, let's say your father was a brain surgeon. Your father wants you to be a brain surgeon. Now you're gonna go and be a good little bitch because if you don't, daddy's gonna cut you off. Daddy's gonna disown you. Daddy's gonna call you stupid. You're seeking validation from your dad instead of following your heart and your soul. We all came to this planet to bring to it our own individual imprint. You know, there will never in the entire cosmos be anyone with my essence, my energy, my fingerprints, my iris, my anything. If I cease to exist, the universe would miss me, okay? That's just how the fuck I feel. So, you know what I'm saying? And that's how you should feel. You should feel great about yourself, always. But seriously, I mean, it's just crazy because as I'm reading about the subconscious and the conscious mind and shit, I was like, damn, you know, I used to allow my mom to pull my strings, you know, like a little puppet. But as I began to take back my power of my own emotions and get myself together and live, she doesn't agree with my lifestyle. I could see if I was smoking crack, I was selling pussy on the street, you know, I was out here gang banging, killing, stealing, you know, I could see if I was doing that, but I'm a truck driver, you know, I got a great career, I just don't have a college degree. And I'm okay with that. I actually make more money than a lot of my friends who got their degrees. You know, they have way more debt than I do. So I said, well, you know what? I am in a good place. And you know what? That's the greatest con ever sold to our generation anyways, is the con of, I mean, think about it. It's a scam, y'all. You want me to go to school. Okay, first off, you want me to go into debt to go to school, to graduate and get a good job just to pay off the debt that I went into in the first place. You see that circle? You see that you see that cycle? You see the dysfunction of our society? Now I'm speaking on the United States. I don't know how it is in other countries, but here in the United States, like, that's the system. That's the slave mentality, you know? And it was just like, no, I wasn't made to work, pay bills, and fucking go to my grave. I wasn't created for that. There has to be a better way of living, a better way of doing things. And then that is when I traveled my own path. But anyways, y'all, I thought this was just interesting to bring up. Welcome to the herpes gang, because we all fucked up. That's fucked up. You know, Dr. Sebi said it right. We are in, like, the world, this world that we live in, the governments and the societies, you know, because I'm talking about us as a world population. We are fucked, you know? You know, there's a lot of things that we were told that's false as fuck. That, man, look, I've learned so much more as an adult doing my own research than what the hell they were ever gonna teach my ass in school. The little programming center, the little, it's like, think of schools like factories. You're this little itty bitty ball of light, and you're energetic, you're full of life. I can be an astronaut. I can do this. I can do anything I want. And then when you come out the ass end of that factory, you're an adult. You're 18, 19, 17, however old you are. You no longer have light. You are now a ball. You're like a shadow. You know, you're a shadow of your former self before you went through the factory, because they didn't took all your magnetism, all your light, all your energy. You know, they've told you it's impossible to be an astronaut. It's impossible to be this. Just know that impossible, when you really spell it out, it means I'm possible. Anything's possible. So what? But anyways, y'all, like, share, subscribe, all that good shit. I be trying to keep these videos short, but when I be talking, I just let it flow. So, all right, deuces. Y'all have a good one.